everyone, welcome back to a new video. I'm Kim, I run Rainy Day Rags. It's my online fashion lifestyle presence, so check out some of my other videos or consider following me over on Instagram or check out my blog post. I've written blog posts about skincare and winter coats that I've been looking for, all sorts of things. So lots of content to check out and it's all linked below. Today I'm going to be doing a video, another haul. I've been doing a lot of hauls lately, which is not normal. I don't do a ton of hauls, but something about fall just makes me love to shop more. I know it's like fashion month and everything in September, but it's just my favorite time of year for clothing. I think most people really love like fall through winter fashion. It's just so cozy and comfortable. And I've been on the hunt for a few specific pieces. So a couple of the last hauls have been around Sezane. That's a brand that I love to buy from because I just think they're really quality. Feel free to check those last two out. I have more Sezane in this haul, and then I also have some other things. I've got Agolde or Agolde, I'm not sure how to pronounce it, some Stella McCartney and some Alohas. So a little bit of a mix up here and a bunch of different retailers that I've ordered from. I'll give you all that information as we go. I will also include it all in the description box below. So let's jump into it right away. I have been lusting after the Prada chunky loafers and a couple of different Prada shoes, but Prada shoes are very expensive and I was looking for some alternatives, and I have seen a lot about Alohas on Instagram over the years, so I decided to buy a pair. Now, these are not the chunky loafers, these are a chunky heel loafer sort of thing. So let me do this. I actually do have a second pair coming, but if you don't know about Alohas, they're like, you can pre-order them at a discounted price and then they will ship to you once the shoes are made. I got these early because I have to request it, so I got my order and they're like, your shoes that are ready will ship when your other shoes are ready to go. And I was like, no, I want these sooner. So you have to get in touch with them. As far as I can tell, you can only get in touch with them through Instagram. I could not find like a phone number or an email to save my life. So it's a little bit of an annoying ordering process, but they are really high quality shoes, I would say, and they're at a very reasonable price for what they are. Plus they are trying to do their best to reduce waste in the fashion industry, so that's great. So these are called the Busy Heel, this way around. And like I said, they're a heeled loafer style, chunky black heel. It's like far more masculine in terms of like loafers, I would say. But I really like that, and I wanted, I have a pair of closed-toed black heels, and so I wanted something a bit more masculine, and I definitely wanted a loafer style. The other pair of shoes that I ordered, which are coming in October, end of this month, are more of like a chunky flat loafer, and I think those are called the Trailblazers. So I did actually wear these yesterday for the first time, and I will say that they're fairly comfortable. There is a break-in period for sure with them, and I think I'll eventually put in some pads on the back, depending on how they stretch out. And I've got these in here right now just to kind of keep the back part, kind of reshape it. But I wore them all day yesterday and I was pretty comfortable in them, so not bad. They did feel a little snug across the top of my foot right here, where this part comes across the top, but I think that's something that will stretch out. So I will style these up with a bunch of the other things that I am going to show you today, but if you haven't considered Alohas and you're looking for shoes, they're a nice alternative to the $1,000 Prada shoes, even though I would still love to have some Prada shoes someday. Okay, getting into the first look. So these are both pieces from Sezane. Like I said, I've been doing a lot of ordering from them so far this fall, and I'll start with these trousers actually. So these are the Martin trousers, and if you watched the last video I did actually try these on in a size 8. These are actually a size 12, so normally I'm a size 10, like a French 42, but they've been out of the size 10 Martin trousers. So I tried lower and I tried higher, and these, the 12, they actually do fit reasonably well, but there is just enough gap in the waist, and I think more than the gap in the waist, there feels like a lot of excess material right in this area. So I really do think the 10 is probably a better fit for me, but I'm not sure. And that's one of the frustrating things about ordering online. And it's like a bummer that I can't get that size 10 in the denim styles. In the last pair I had, it was hard to like lift my legs, but this pair is completely fine, like a lot more give. They have these cool slip pockets, and in general, I just really like the fit and style of these pants, so I don't know. I think I would probably return these and wait to see if I can get them in a 10. I just think that that will be a more comfortable fit for me personally, because like this is just really baggy right in this like crotch area, and I just don't like the way that looks. So even though they fit really well elsewhere, there's just too much room in the hips for my body, which is funny. So yeah. So I think these are still a no-go for me, but again, like if I can get them in the 10, I think it will be like perfection, and I'm really hoping that I can get my hands on them because I love this wide leg style. They're a great pair of pants. You could cuff them up if you needed to, or wear them with like a sneaker, or I could definitely wear them with the black Aloha loafers if I wanted to, and maybe like a different shirt. So very versatile pair of jeans, like really nicely cut, but just not the right size for me, which is so frustrating. They are 100% cotton, and I'll put again everything in the description box below, including the sizing and everything, but just for the record, I am typically a size 10, 42. These are a 12, and the reason that I sized up was, like I said, they're out of the 10, but also when I had tried on a different pair of jeans, the Serge jeans, or pants, those were so tight in a regular 10 that I was concerned that that was just the thing with denim. I was going to need to size up in the denim styles. So I think it's like, so far my experience with Sezane pants is that, Sezane pants. So far my experience with Sezane pants is that it's kind of like, especially with the denim styles, it's a little trickier to figure out. You really have to like buy a few different styles and sizes and try them on. The like more like wool pants or different like fabrics where there's a bit more natural stretch to them, those I'm all consistently a 42 or an American 10 in. So just something to think about if you're trying on denim. It's a little finicky, it's a bit harder to get your size right in the different denim styles. Moving on to the jumper, or sweater as we call it in the States. This is the Zenia jumper, and I think it's such a cute color. Like I love this gray background, and I love that it's got these like little multicolored stripes through it. I don't have anything like this in my closet, and I love injecting color into my wardrobe. But I also do enjoy like the more muted neutrals and things like that. So I think this is the best of both worlds. It is very comfortable and it's great, like fitted. I'm a 42, so I think that translates to a large. In terms of the style, this is the large, it fits great. Pretty much, I always buy a large in Sezane tops. That has seemed to be universal. So that's great. I do like it. I cleaned out my closet the other day and I have so many sweaters already. Like giant piles of knitwear, and this is great. Like this is the blend on it is alpaca and merino, and then I think like polymade. I'm not sure what that material is. I need to Google it. I've been trying a lot harder to pay attention to fabrics. So this would be a great addition to my closet because it is a very like well-crafted quality material knitwear, which is not the case with some of my current knits, but I just don't know that I need it. I don't know that I need it. So let me know what you think. Okay, moving on to the other pair of Martin trousers that I tried, or I ordered. These are, again, like I said, they're not Martin trouser, but they're in this ecru like wool material. So they actually are lovely pants, and I just thought they would make a great addition to my closet. Like I think in my first Sezane haul this year, I had talked about trying on the white, I forget what they were called, one of the white pairs of trousers they had, and I didn't like the material because it made my legs feel itchy. These on the outside are very itchy, but on the inside they're fully lined. So there's none of that itchiness. I think the lining is viscous. and they fit really lovely. Again, though, I ordered these in a 12 because I wasn't sure, and I think also because I think the 10 was out. I think that I could keep the 12 if I really wanted to, but I do think a 10 would still fit a little bit better. These are fairly loose on me, and I might need a belt to hold them up if they get any looser. And there are actually no real belt loops, like I'm just putting a belt on top of it. So I think I would prefer a 10 just in terms of fit, but again, it's really hard to know unless you have them all there to try them on. So a little frustrating, but I love them. They've got the cuff at the bottom, nice pleating detail, side seam pockets, nice across the bum, and just generally like a lovely fit. I do like these pants quite a bit. My only hesitation is that I'm not sure they really fill a gap in my wardrobe that I need to fill, or that they really are as light as I would like them to be. Like, I really liked the first pair because they were a solid white color, and these are more of like a creamy beige, and so I'm just kind of on the fence about the coloring as well. I need to think about it a little bit more and see if I can throw together other outfits and just make sure that there's enough value added to my closet by purchasing these pants. This cashmere top is not from Sezane. I picked it up 2 years ago from Nordstrom Rack. It is full cashmere, and I think Nordstrom has its own cashmere brand, so if I can find something similar, I will link it below, but this is not from this haul. It's just something I've owned for a while. And then just to show you, these are the Alohas. So I really like these shoes. I think they add some nice height. They work perfectly with this pair of pants, and they're super cool. Last piece from Sezane in this haul is this beautiful green silk top. So this is the Ann top. I had ordered it earlier this year in a fuchsia color and decided not to keep that one. But then I saw it in this green and I was like, oh my god, I love this color. And I do, I really do love this color. It's beautiful. I think it's a good color for me. I am just, as I'm trying it on and as I'm thinking about it, I'm concerned. I'm a sweaty person, like I just do sweat a lot naturally, and silk is not kind to things like that. Like, it just shows up so fast. So if I got sweaty walking up the hill during work or anything like that, or like I get really anxious in meetings, and so I will like kind of like shiver and shake and get sweaty that way. Like, it's a material I'm a little on the fence about. So that's my first concern about it. The other thing is that just the way it's cut is a little fussy in terms of tucking it into things. It's not bad, it's just a little harder to work with, and the way that it drapes just might not necessarily suit a lot of like my body and the way that clothes fit me. So I think it's a beautiful shirt, but again, it's one that I'm just a little on the fence about personally. These are the Austin pants. I picked them up in the last haul and I did decide to keep them. I actually wore them out for date night the other night. I will insert a picture of said date night outfit. It was a good one. They're great. I really like them, so glad I kept them. All right, so basically the same look, but I've changed into these Agolde 90s pinch waist recycled leather pants. I have been on a hunt for a good pair of leather pants. I wanted them in a crop, and these technically said that they were cropped. They're not cropped, they're a full-length pant. I don't know what the website is lying to me for. That's fine. They're more of a straight leg pant, and they do come up pretty high, but they're still not like what I would call super high-waisted on me. This is a size 30, which is supposed to be a 10, and it does fit reasonably well, but it's not quite fitting, like, it doesn't feel super comfortable in my hips and waist. Like, I want it a little higher, and like it's weirdly gappy in the back if I like move around too much, but the hips are a little tight. So I think the cut of these might not work for my body very well. That said, they're one of the most popular leather pants out there right now. Like, they have been kind of hard to get a hold of the last few years, so I was really excited to see that they were back in stock. They're expensive. They are like almost $400, so they're not a cheap pair of pants. Although, again, I just saw them on sale for like $2 something, so I think that price is dropping. But it dropped right when I bought these, and since I was pretty sure I was going to return them, I haven't asked for a price adjustment. But you can do that, and I got these at Nordstrom, and they will always honor a price adjustment. So, just an FYI, if you're looking and you are interested in these pants. Yeah, but they're, you know, full length pant, sort of high rise, but maybe not as high as I would like. I think they are nice across the bum. And I think this leather pant and this green shirt is a more like contemporary office style. So like, whereas the outfit I was wearing earlier, it feels a little older, more mature, and a little bit like more elevated. This is still very polished, but I think the leather adds like an element of casualness to it that is very much a part of our like modern dress sensibility. And I will say, they are not making me overheat. A lot of faux leather makes me overheat because it doesn't breathe very well. These are 50% recycled real leather, and I think that contributes a lot to their more breathability, comfortable qualities. So yeah, I hope that the next pair of pants is just as comfortable and breathable as these are. We will see. I just don't think these are gonna be the pants for me, but they are really nice, and I'm glad I finally got a chance to try them on. Okay. On my hunt for the right leather pants, I'd come across the Agolde pants. Like, glad we've crossed those off the list. But I've also continuously heard about the Stella McCartney faux leather trousers. And I've really wanted to try them, but they are $1,000. And I'm not gonna pay $1,000 for a pair of pants. It's just so much money for pants. And I get it, like they're impeccably made and everything like that, but I just was like, they were just always out of range. Until last week, when I saw that on my 3 set, they had the Stella McCartney Haley faux leather cropped leather pants for around $550, which is still an astronomical amount of money to pay, but is it increased, like, for what I was looking for and for the quality I wanted and all that stuff, I was like, okay, if they fit, I can do it. So they had them in 2 sizes. So Stella McCartney does Italian sizing, firstly, so I've kind of figured out where I am in French sizing and sort of figuring out where certain things are in brands, like we talked about with Sezane. The Italian sizing is hard. And like, again, you're trying to figure out like where you are in different brands. So I think that I am a 46 Italian. That would translate to an American 10 or a French 42. But as we've discovered, every brand is different and you never know where you're gonna be in that sizing of a brand. And I've never tried Stella McCartney before. So I ordered a 46 and a 48. These are the 48. And they fit quite comfortably, in all honesty, but similar to the way that the Martin pants were fitting, there's a little bit more material in this area than I need there to be. They're comfortable, like they're not at all tight on my waist, but there is like some back gap, which I could have tailored and brought in a little bit if it really bothered me. It's not bothering me, I think it's fine, but I would really like to see how that 46 fits. My 3 set, for whatever reason, didn't get me the 46 yet. I had to call and ask their customer service to look into it. I got the notification this morning, it's on its way. So when those arrive, which should be tomorrow or Friday, I will try those on and insert that clip for you. And this is going out on Sunday, so you'll be watching it on a Sunday hopefully, or I'll put it out on Sunday, but we have a few days till then. So I really like these though. I've actually cuffed them at the bottom because I wanted them a little bit more cropped, but just so you can see, this is where the actual length is, and this is where I've cropped it at, just by rolling up that little cuff, and I really like that. I also like a cuff detail, so that's something you can do, not having to get it tailored. And I think it also like makes it a little bit more tapered to your leg, which I like. I really like that way. So I think for me, I would be cuffing them like that. And then these are great. You can wear it with a t-shirt or a sweatshirt, or like I just put on a white blouse. They've got pockets here, which are great. Pretty deep, in fact. And then, whoop, kind of too deep. In the back, you can see, fitting nicely across the bum again. They actually come down lower in the back than they do in the front, which is really uncommon. And I don't know if that's because I think that they assume that if you're a larger size, you're gonna have like maybe a little bit more volume right here than I do. That's not the case. So I'm not sure. They are excellent quality. They are a little less shiny than the Agolde. They feel a lot more like real leather in terms of like their appearance, and the texture of them is really nice. The construction is excellent, I can tell, but I just think the hip isn't fitting me quite right. So I'm excited to see the 46. I think either way, I would pay to have these altered because they're so nice and they fit, like they're really nice, guys. Sometimes it's worth the money. I still don't think they're worth $1,000. Don't buy them for $1,000. But I think if you can find them on sale, then it's probably worth the money. And I think that these are a classic. Like, I know leather kind of comes and goes, and it's having a moment right now for sure. But I think that leather, because of the movement towards more sustainable leathers and everything like that, is just going to get a lot of attention, both real and fake leather. There's going to be arguments on both sides to be made. So yeah, so I think that a leather pant is a worthwhile investment piece to your closet, because it's trending now, but it's a classic always. So even though it might not be as like hyped in 5 years, it will still always look good. You know what I mean? So in terms of breathability, these are actually not bad at all. I still think I would probably get like a little overly warm in them if I was moving around, but that's just how leather works. I will see you in the next video. Have a great day.